Hey everybody, welcome to Crack Pack Tuesday, number 103 on the Mana League. I'm John, as always, and with pre-release over, I've got some packs of Amonkhet. So we're going to start opening these every Tuesday instead of that horrible set, Ether Revolt. Although we did go basically 4 for 4 on money cards in Modern Masters 2017, so I can't complain too much. But we're going to crack open this pack, see what's in it, and see what we would take pack one, pick one if this was a draft. Up first, we have Winged Shepherd. Winged Shepherd is 5 and a white for a creature angel. It's a 3/3 with flying, vigilance, and cycling for a single white. It's a fine enough card to play to cycle away. Maybe you play it late in the game. It's nowhere near a first pick. Up next is Illusory Wrappings. Illusory Wrappings is 2 and a blue for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has base power and toughness 0/2. I don't believe this is first pickable as removal. It could be in a weaker pack. I'll keep it in frame for now. I don't think you want to first pick it. I don't think. Benefaction of Ronus is a card that I know you don't want to first pick. 2 and a green for a sorcery. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card and or an enchantment card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. No, I don't want to do that. There's no enchantments. Makes me think that maybe there's an enchantment kind of theme, maybe sub-theme coming up in Hour of Devastation, but it's not really there in this set. Soul Stinger is up next. Soul Stinger is 3 and a black for a creature Scorpion Demon. It's a 4/5. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 -1/1 counters on target creature you control. When it dies, you may put a -1/1 counter on target creature for each -1/1 counter on Soul Stinger. Obviously, it's best to throw the 2 counters on this guy. Then you get yourself a 2/3 for 4, which is less than ideal, but you can very happily trade that away, chump block with it, etc. Maybe even throw some more counters on it to kill something bigger. I don't think I'd want to first pick it. I'll keep it out of frame for now. But I think I'd pick it relatively highly, like high mid-pack. Inokhetra's Name is up next. Inokhetra's Name is 1 and a white for an instant at common. Zombies you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Nope. Don't want to play it. In Zombies deck I might, but I'm not a huge fan of those effects anyways. Gustwalker is an effect that I'm a huge fan of. 1 and a white for a 2/2 creature human wizard, so it's just a bear, except you can exert it to turn it into a 3/3 flyer. That's big. That's a big game. Like, that feels like an uncommon card. I'm going to keep it in the frame as a potential first pick. I don't think I'd like to, but don't think that that's not a great card. It's a fantastic card. Blazing Volley is not a fantastic card. Blazing Volley is a single red for a sorcery. Blazing Volley deals 1 damage to target creature your opponent's control. Or sorry, each creature your opponent's control. There we go. That's how you read those words. Yeah, it's not great. There's just, you could side it in, but you're not going to main deck. It's just not worth it. Ta Crop Elite is 3 and a white for a creature bird warrior. It's a 2/2 flyer. You can exalt it, or you can exert it. Boy, exert and exalt is close. As it attacks, when you do, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. This one's pretty good. It reminds me of Dawn Feather Eagle. I don't super want to first pick it. Kind of like Gustwalker, kind of like Illusory Wrappings. So let's see if we can get some better stuff out of this pack. I'm going to take that out of frame for now. I think I would take Gustwalker over the Ta Crop, just because the 2/2 that attacks as a 3/3 flyer is really aggressive. Ta Crop Elite requires you to have a big board to, kind of go off with it. Floodwaters is up next. 4 blue for a sorcery. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands, cycling for 2 generic mana. This is fine. If you're in blue, you'll probably play this. You can cycle it for 2, which is solid, and if you get up to 6 mana, if you draw it late in the game, bouncing 2 creatures at sorcery speed isn't the worst thing to happen. Never, ever, ever first picking it, though. Gift of Paradise is our last common, meaning I believe we have a foil. Gift of Paradise is 2 and a green for an enchantment aura. Enchant land. When Gift of Paradise enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Enchanted land has tap. Add 2 mana of any color to your mana pool. Not first picking it. If you're splashing, doing something crazy, maybe, but it's not great to ramp at 3, so I'd prefer not to play it. Certainly not a first pick. Our first uncommon is Start to Finish. Spoiler for what the next card is. Start is 2 and a white for an instant. Create 2 1/1 white warrior creature tokens with vigilance. Finish is 2 and a black for a sorcery with aftermath. As an additional cost to cast finish, sacrifice a creature. Destroy target creature. I like start to finish. Seems really good. It kind of sucks that it's 2 colors, so I don't think I'm going to first pick it. But start, I would play in every white deck basically regardless. And finish is fantastic. It's unconditional removal with just a creature sacrificed for it. Being white-black and being that the removal side is not guaranteed to be played if I don't get into black, I'm not going to pick start to finish first pick, I don't think. Maybe it might be right sometimes. Not now. Trial of Solidarity is up next. 2 and a white for an enchantment at uncommon. When Trial of Solidarity enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +2/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. And then like every trial, you can bounce back to your hand if you play a cartouche. This one's mediocre. This one is just in Oketra's name for all your creatures. And then you can do it again if you have a cartouche, but you play a card like in Oketra's name to win. You don't play it to do some extra damage. So I'm out on Trial of Solidarity. I think it's the worst trial by far. We have another trial. Trial of Knowledge. Trial of Knowledge is 3 and a blue for an enchantment at uncommon. When Trial of Knowledge enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then discard a card, and then it has the cartouche thingy. I like Trial of Knowledge. I would in fact consider first picking it. It's a card called Sift from way back in Stronghold. 3 and a blue for an enchantment, draw 3, discard 1. That is just solid. Super solid. I like it quite a bit. I would easily first pick it over Gustwalker and Illusory Knowledge, so it's going to stay in frame and we're going to kick them out. All we have left is our rare. I miscounted. We did, in fact, have 10 commons. Our rare is Liliana's Mastery. Liliana's Mastery is 3 black for an enchantment at rare. The zombies you control get +1/+1. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, also known as 3/3 black zombie creature tokens, because Liliana's Mastery is on the battlefield. This is a really good card, and it leads you right into that zombies deck, which seems to be hitting us all over the head with in black and white. So yeah, I think I'm just taking the Mastery, especially early on in this draft format. I'm gonna, get a feel for the rares more than I am the uncommons. Yeah, it seems like a good card. Seems like a great start. It kind of dictates the rest of our draft, assuming we get like even a few things that go into the white-black zombies deck. Trial of Knowledge is fine, but I'm taking Mastery over it. Let me know what your pick would have been in the comments down below. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at themanaleak. That's L-E-E-K, like the vegetable, not the card. You can also find me at facebook.com/themanaleak, twitch.tv/themanaleak, and patreon.com/themanaleak, where you can earn a playmat like this and become a backer and keep this channel running smoothly. If you do have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see you all next time.